This, I think, knocked everyone's jaws off the floor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Alfred Molina is reprising his role as Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 3, the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, which it's a Spider-Verse movie, guys. There's no more, like, bullshitting it, even though Sony was trying to bullshit it. There's no more bullshit to give. There's literally no more bullshit to give with this revelation. Dr. Octopus is going to be in the movie and played by Alfred Molina. And this comes off of having Doctor Strange in the movie and Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro. So, yeah. I think it's safe to say that at any point, because they've been trying they ain't slick no more. They ain't slick no more of trying to say, like, oh, no, it's not a Spider-Verse movie. It's totally not a Spider-Verse movie. We're totally not shoehorning in a Spider-Verse movie. And having Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back. No, we're not doing that. We're doing that. I think at this point, yeah, it's safe to say they're doing that, and there's no more arguing about it. Even though they tried to do an official announcement saying, "Oh no, we are not bringing back Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire." No, it's at this point. At first I was like trying to like maybe argue the fact that maybe it's this universe's when they announced Electro, everyone thought Spider-Verse right out the gate. And even Jamie Foxx said my version's going to be a little different, so that kind of made me think, okay, maybe it's this universe's, Electro. Like, it's going to be Jamie Foxx Electro, but it's going to be this universe's. Kind of like they had J. Jonah Jameson as this universe's Jonah. So that's the big thing, is that you have that's what I initially thought. But now with also the Doctor Strange announcement that Doctor Strange is going to be in the movie, and now Alfred Molina coming back as Dr. Octopus. Yeah, there's no way you can defend. There's no way you can try to hide it anymore. There's literally no more way. There's no other way you can hide the fact that you are doing a Spider-Verse movie. There's no. Just fess up. Spider-Man 3 is going to be a Spider-Verse movie. Just fess up. Now, a couple things. So far, we've had the announcement of, 2 villains. And we still have, Vulture's out there. Morbius is coming. Venom is out there. So, that's 4 villains right there. There's 4 villains right there. And now you add Octavius and Electro. You now have the Sinister Six. So, leave it to Fox, not Fox, excuse me. Leave it to Sony to do what they always do in the third movie, except when you count Amazing Spider-Man 2 when they try to put too much in one thing. So, how the Sony do, even though, and you may be saying, oh, but it's an MCU movie, it has to be good. And I'm not saying it's going to be bad. We don't even have a trailer for it yet, alright? So, calm your tits, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, we're getting all this all of a sudden, and now, so it's going to automatically suck, boo on all of you. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this is typical Sony fashion. This is Sony 101, where they do one thing, oh, it's good. Second thing, oh, it's really good. Third movie, let's stick our hands in the cookie jar and direct the movie, because y'all keep forgetting that these are they're not just MCU movies, they're technically under Sony. They're Sony films. So Sony gets the final say, not Marvel. And that was probably the compromise they had to make to essentially, I guarantee you that this was probably part of the compromise they had to make to keep to keep Spider-Man in the MCU just a little longer. I guarantee you the whole Spider-Verse, that was part of the Spider-Verse deal, was that, hey, we'll let you keep doing Spider-Man movies for a few more Spider-Man movies, but but we get more control now. I guarantee you that's how that backdoor deal went, of being like, hey, we'll compromise and Sony can really take the lead here. Therein lies the problem. Because as we've seen a few times over of Sony being like, Spider-Man 3 more or less tied Sam Raimi's balls in a knot and had to put Sandman, which he wanted to do from the get-go, the new Goblin, and had to force Venom in there and do the Black Suit Saga all in there all at once. So, your boy had to do what he do. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 tried to spin out an entire Spider movie universe, a Spider-Man film franchise, all up in there. So it stands to reason, after how well Into the Spider-Verse did, Sony's best Spider-Man movie, it would stand to reason that fucking that fucking Sony would be like, we're gonna do a Spider-Verse movie. Yeah, we're gonna do a live-action Spider-Verse movie, even though we teased a multiverse out there in Far From Home. We teased it, but it was really just bullshit. But now we're gonna go, yes, there's a multiverse. Blah! And yes, I'm fully aware that we are getting some multiverse teases with Doctor Strange into the multiverse of madness, and that movie is assuming the pandemic doesn't further screw up things with films and the film order. There'll probably be more of that. There'll probably be more delving into the multiverse. Plus, I've got a feeling that we're going to get that in WandaVision, which will be the first thing we get from Marvel in a while. And we'll probably deal with multiverse stuff there. So there's something else you have to look at. So at least we'll get build-up. I will say that we're going to get build-up, but it feels weird that all of a sudden it feels like we're going to be doing this multiverse stuff just for the payoff of doing a live-action Spider-Verse movie. And don't misunderstand, I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm just like, it just feels like Sony's doing what they always do and try to throw in, because we're doing the Sinister Six and a Spider-Verse movie. Alright. You do you, Sony. I'm not saying that Marvel can't do it. I'm just saying, like, I'm apprehensive. I know I'm sounding like I'm shitting on it. I'm just saying, like, I've been burned twice already by Sony. But hopefully, Marvel Studios will have some good will have at least some control about how to play this movie out, and maybe it'll be good. Maybe, because again, we don't even have a fucking trailer for this. We don't even have official. Even though it's all but confirmed that Andrew Garfield, excuse me, I said Andrew Maguire, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are all but confirmed now at this point. And it is going to be cool to see those Spider-Men. And again, Alfred Molina back as Dr. Octopus. Yay! Dr. Octopus is my favorite Spider-Man villain and one of my favorite Marvel villains in general. And Alfred Molina is awesome. He was an excellent Dr. Octopus. I'm also kind of hoping they bring back, because for those who remember, Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2 had puppets. There were CGI tentacles. Yes, there were CGI tentacles, but there were also puppets. Like for those standing scenes, those were operated by puppets. So I would love to see Alfred Molina in the apparatus and having practical effects for the tentacles again. I don't want, I obviously know they're going to do CGI, but I would like to see puppets again. Also, another thing just crossed my mind as I did this video, and I wanted to talk about it here. He fucking died in Spider-Man 2. So, I mean, Electro died too. Electro, if I recall, died too in Amazing Spider-Man 2, so how are they going to bring him back? Because we had a definitive death for Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2. So, is this the same version? Or is it another multiverse version of him? And maybe they'll say, like, oh, it's the same actors, but, like, it's a different continuity. Alright. It's the multiverse. You could, like, that's the thing, like, whenever something weird or doesn't make any sense, it'd be like, multiverse, bitch, that's how we explain it. Anyway, so I'm apprehensive, but this is cool news regardless. Like, this is some really cool news. So, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Alfred Molina coming back as Dr. Octopus? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? And are you guys waiting for the inevitable announcement for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to be announced as the other two Spider-Men? It's inevitable at this point. So, yeah. Anyway, so once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.